Hi guys, I am upstairs this afternoon at a meeting in the Gator Den, so Mrs. Johnson is covering. Since it's day one, I just wanted to chat with you like we typically do on day one. So you are starting here before you're starting your assignments today. A couple of things that have transpired since you were here last. Some of our technology has really taken a beating in the last 2 weeks, and that's not really a major fault of anybody's. It's just we're on year 4 of the lab, and some things are going to wear out over time. So we had a tablet go kaput. Fortunately, I had one at home and was able to bring that in and get it wiped out and usable for the Sphero station. We also had 2 different cameras stop working, so we are down to 1 working camera in the Smart Lab, which means that since the Imagine station needs cameras this week to make their claymations, everybody else is going to have to use the web cameras on their computers to capture pictures of their exploration in progress. Okay, so everybody needs to use webcams for your beginning pictures if that's something that you have time to work on today. With that being said, also please do not plug in the tablets at the end of the class period. I am going to from now on be in charge of plugging those in at the end of the day. I think that in a haste to get cleaned up and get out of the room, some people are just jamming those cords into this tablet. Sometimes I find like not even the right charging cord is plugged in, and it's wreaking havoc on the USB charging ports of our tablets. So don't plug those in. I will take care of that. Okay, the good news is you're here for your last station out of this set of 4 stations, which means that everybody in the room, other than you and those at your station with you right now, have completed the activity that you're about to start. That means you have a lot of people that can help you and serve as really good resources should you run into trouble. So please remember, 3 to 5 before me rule for the lab this week, okay? When you get into Google Classroom, remember you're going to go to your classwork. You're going to see this, which is the assignment that you're completing right now. And our popcorn presentations is in there from last time. Just skip over those. You're going to go down to our 4 options, find the station that you're at, open it. You're going to log in to Learning Launcher. If it makes you log in, remember it's PAE Learn 17. You're going to highlight and speak it, your challenge, what you should know, and do it. Everybody has working headphones. We got a Donors Choose grant for brand new headphones, so I replaced any of them that were not working, and everybody should have headphones that are able to help you listen to those 3 tabs. If they're not working for some reason, unplug the jack from the computer, plug it back in, and hit OK on the pop-up box, and then they will work with no issue. So after you have listened to all 3 tabs, that is step 1. You're going to go into your slides. Step 2, complete slide 1 and slide 2. Remember, your objectives should be relevant to your station that you're going to be completing this week, and they should be complete sentences. So what do you want to learn? We want to learn how to program Sphero using Blockly programming. What do you want to be able to do? We want to be able to code Sphero through a Magnetio maze. Okay, those are just examples, but those are complete sentences, and they're relevant to your station. After you've shown your objectives to Mrs. Johnson, then you can get started on your actual station work. I'm just going to give you a brief, quick review of each station, so hang tough. At Achieve, you're going to be using Sphero. If you're having trouble getting Sphero connected to your tablet and you've tried multiple friends to help you, some troubleshooting tips include: open the Sphero case, pop him onto the charging cord, blue charging cords at the Sphero station, and then try it again with the tablet. If that doesn't work, shut the tablet all the way down, count to 30, and restart it. Leave the Sphero on the charging cord, and then you shouldn't have any issue getting him connected. Okay, and you should only be free driving for maybe 5 minutes, less than that preferably. We're going to be moving on to coding, opening the block code. You could even try some draw code today, and maybe make a small maze for your Sphero today. At Discover, you're going to be making Zomtool bridges. Alan has worked really hard to organize my Zomtool bins. He's coming down for his 6th grade service project, and I need you guys to be helpers. So when you clean up or when you're working at Zomtools, put them back in the same system you noticed that you took them out in. There's a drawer of the little balls, and then there's the drawers of the colors, and he has them organized, 2 colors per drawer. Okay, so keep those the way that they are now. And make sure you're building the bridges that they show you on the Do It slide first, and then see how they have a little toy car. We have the Hess vehicles. For these books, I have some books either on the corner of my desk that you can use, or you could even use the bins of K'NEX and Zone Tools to hold the bridge, okay, to serve as the bridge piers. After you've built all of these test bridges, that's when you move on to build your own bridge. So that probably won't be today. At Clay Animation with Frames, please keep in mind that the station is not about building with clay. It's about making the animation or short cartoon using still pictures of clay creations. So your question should not be about you wanting to learn how to build a fish out of clay. You probably know how to do that, right? Your answers to your objective should be about creating the little animation film. Okay, keep it simple. You're not going to be able to do some big elaborate thing like I showed you with my bullying. I had weeks and weeks to work on that. You have a 5-day span of time, so keep it really simple. Build on top of the laminated sheets that are at the station, please, and be careful when you're working with the clay. Some people smush their creations with toothpicks still in it, and we've had a couple people get poked, so be careful. If you find some toothpicks buried in there, toss them in the bowl. At Explore, you're going to be using veneer and designing a thermos, but today your goal should be to get a test run going of your plain cup, okay? So you're going to pick a solo cup and fill it with about 2 inches of water. You don't need half a cup, and of the hottest water you can get out of the sink, and then you're going to run in the correct file. Make sure you're looking really carefully on the Do It slide. They tell you in here what file you should be in. Number 13, design your own thermos, and let it run for the 20-minute span of time, and then you're going to watch how quickly a plain cup loses its temperature. This is way too much water. You only need about this much, okay? Make sure at the end of class you ask Mrs. Johnson or a friend to help you save that into the Zitnik folder, because when we design our thermos then, we're going to run them both in the same file so we can see the difference visually of how different the two cups performed. If you should have time to start designing today, you can use bubble wrap, saran wrap, or tinfoil and felt, tape, scissors, all of that stuff. The materials for designing are back by the window on top of the tote, so you can find them there. All right, I think that's all that I have. Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't want any behavior issues today. I just need you to do your job. It's Friday. Happy Friday, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you.